Hey guys, happy Saturday, happy Memorial Day weekend. Blessings to everyone who has fought for our country, and especially those who've lost their lives. I'm just turning up the volume so you can hear me. Have you guys heard of BRICS? We're going to talk about BRICS today. BRICS, let's see here. This is going to be short, I think, 5 minutes max. BRICS. So, BRICS. British. I'm sorry. I want to start that over. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Honestly, I've never said it that wrong before. But anyhow, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So they started a gold and silver backed money system. I think it's been quite a while now. They've been working towards moving that as a worldwide money system. BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And so since they started it, they've actually had a ton of other countries join on and agree that they're going to start shifting to that money system instead of our American dollar. So I believe that behind the scenes, the United States is actually working with them and prepared. I actually shared a video with a bunch of my friends. And if I would share it here too, if you guys want me to, just let me know. It's about a 23-minute video, I think, explaining that half of our states in this country recently started legislation to start accepting gold and silver as legal tenure. So it's not only the other countries, it's also our country. And I've been seeing articles all week. Every single day I've been seeing articles saying that they're moving forward with this, which is going to take the dollar down. Now, why is this a good thing? Why do I see this as heaven on earth? I see this as part of us shifting to heaven on earth because we've all been in hell. And I mentioned this before in videos before. I don't think that this place that we live in is hell. But then again, we've come to understand that many of our leaders are satanic, demonic in spirit, not doing things for the good of the people, but for the good of themselves. And many of them don't have a heart or a soul. And when you don't have a heart or a soul, there is no saving you. If you have a good heart and soul, then we have a place to find forgiveness and move forward. But anyhow, we've basically been living in a prison planet literally since we were born. We have been raised and programmed just to be soldiers, marching along, making money to pay 30% to the government, and then we end up having to pay more later. And we can't go forward towards the new until we release the old. So we have to have our hands open and ready to receive in order to receive something new. And that means we have to let go of the old ways. And I know that this scares everybody and they don't want to hear that the dollar might fall out the bottom, but if that is the blessing we've been waiting for, then welcome it. I experienced this with somebody I was dating, and this just, I don't know why this came into my mind, but I just figured I'd share it because I was dating someone that I knew was not the right person for me. But he was nice, and so we spent a little bit of time together, but I knew that there was nothing long lasting going to come of it. And my friend told me not to end the relationship, and I said, why? I have this feeling that there's a great person right around the corner, and I want to be available. I want to be single when I meet that person, not taken. And so I did end that relationship, and right after that I met Seth. And this August, Seth and I are going to be married 20 years, which blows my mind. But anyhow, so back to the money system. I've read several articles every day this week I mentioned about BRICS, and I can share them below, so just let me know if you're interested. But the things are their new gold-backed money system actually has value, where ours does not. Ours is basically monopoly money. the gist of the message that I'm sharing today is that when things shut down and the banks literally close, you might be concerned. So number one, what I would do is take some of your money home from the banks. If you have an ATM card, you can still go there and get that right now, at least some of it. But number two, invest it in gold or silver. I mean, this is not hard. All you need is a credit card. All you need is a credit card or your ATM card to purchase some gold or silver. The rumor is that silver is going to go up significantly. It's used in phones. It's used in the little chips in the phones, in the computers, in your cars. And so the rumor is that silver is going to end up going up by like 3,000 times. I mean, it's crazy what I'm hearing about silver. So gold obviously is valuable, but silver, the rumor is that it's going to be equal to gold. So you might as well just get the stuff that's affordable. I've heard that they're keeping it affordable purposefully for us to be able to purchase it. So even if you just have 100 or two, it might end up being significantly worth it to just get a little bit of silver. So I know people who've gotten gold and silver delivered to them from JM Bullion, from SD Bullion, and I know someone who transferred part of their half of their retirement to a Roth IRA through, actually I don't know if it's Roth, but I think so, through Goldco. So I'm just letting you know, those are a couple companies that I've heard of that are worth considering. So even if you don't, I feel like it's going to be okay. But it's never a bad idea to invest in precious metals, especially silver, just because it's affordable and it's going to go up significantly. So I heard years ago that America was going to be the last, and that's thanks to our media being owned. We don't know what is going on in the world. I mean, like I said, I've been seeing articles every day this week about BRICS de-dollarization. And that is a big deal, and we should be hearing about that, but we're not. And I've been thinking about doing this live for like all week, and I just decided I can't wait any longer because something might happen this weekend. You never know. It might be Tuesday that we find out that the banks have switched over. You really never know. But yeah, so it's thanks to our media being owned by the deep state, by the cabal, by the satanic leaders of our world, that they don't tell us the truth, and they cover up a lot of what's going on in the world. They lie to us, basically. I don't really know why people still watch mainstream media, because we know they lie to us. We know that there are actors being paid to do what's happening at the colleges. Anyhow, the wealth of the wicked will be given to us. This is written about in the Bible. Treasonous people may be sentenced to death, and we will be receiving all their assets. Some of this has already happened behind the scenes. It just hasn't been shown to us on our beautiful television. The American dollar keeps the gears going. So, and hi, Christina. So basically, everything that's demonic, satanic, that's been running through our country, where the governmental people are being paid to do whatever they want with our money, those gears will just keep turning, and they will keep having money into their account, and they will continue to use it to fly and do whatever they want to whomever they want. So this is why I'm excited about hearing that the dollar is going to be discontinued, because it's not for us, it's not for the people, and it has been proven to be run by, it's helping the Satanists, and that's not what we want. Nasara Jassara is what I've been hearing about for years, and some people believe that Nasara Jassara is BRICS. Okay, again, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, who are starting this gold-backed money. And part of what we've been living through is a prison planet. We are awakening to the fact that we no longer agree with or accept the old systems and how they've been running. It's no longer our truth. And so all we have to do is stand in that truth. Even if we don't speak it, just knowing it in our souls changes our frequency, and our frequency goes out like a ripple, and the people around us feel the difference in you, and they understand things differently, and they recognize that maybe that's their new truth, because we've just been programmed and lied to for so long that we are finally awakening from our slumber, and it feels great. So all you have to do really is just stand in your truth. If you want to speak about it, that does make it stronger. It helps other people to understand that they might have a new truth. So please don't hesitate to speak, and don't hesitate to ask me questions. I don't call myself an expert on anything, but I know enough and I care enough to share what I know. I can't sit back and act like when the dollar falls, I'm not going to be happy. I am going to be thrilled. Our dollar is monopoly money. The gold and silver is God's money, and it's ready to be returned to the people. I feel that the Federal Reserve banking system falling has actually already happened behind the scenes, and we're simply waiting to watch it play out on the television. We're waiting for the news to tell us the truth, that the dollar's already fallen. But it's mind-blowing that we even follow the mainstream media, because they're evil actors and they're playing a role. Remember that as we awaken, we take back our God-given power. And we honestly could simply take down the government and the corrupt court systems if we just made a decision to do so. We can be the government we can stand, by the people, for the people. There's one more thing in there. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. Thankfully, it seems to me like God's soldiers or God's warriors are already working behind the scenes. So just know that if and when things shut down, it's divine timing. It's finally God's timing. And we will literally be breaking free from the shackles of the Federal Reserve banking system. The Jubilee is within reach. I want you guys to start envisioning it with me. Envision dancing in the streets together with literally sunshine and rain and gold and silver coins bouncing all over the ground around us, because we are literally going to be reimbursed for all of our suffering and all of our sorrow. All the debt that we have right now is a facade. It's part of the Federal Reserve banking system. So when that goes down, which I believe it already has, it's just a matter of them showing it to us and allowing us to flip the switch from American dollar to gold-backed money. That's already been running side by side with our money. It's just literally waiting for the switch to be flipped. All the debt is a facade. We will be refunded all of the taxes that we were ever paid, and interest on all loans, because we were borrowing our own money and we had to pay all this interest on it. It's all a facade, and we thought it had to be that way. And also there's patents for health. So I'm just going to show this super quick. NESARA stands for National Economic Security and Reformation Act, and it says, I'm going to just read it to you real quick, provides major benefits to Americans and the world, forgives credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt due to illegal banking and government activities, abolishes income tax, abolishes IRS, creates flat rate, non-essential, new items only sales tax revenue for government, increases benefits to senior citizens. Here's the second page. It's a little bit fuzzy, but I'll read it to you. Returns constitutional law. Did you guys know that we're on maritime law? Go ahead and look that up. Because we're going through, I believe, the British Crown. They are actually where all of our money, all of our taxes go through them. They put us on maritime law a long time ago, maybe 1871. But we're going to return to constitutional law. It establishes new presidential and congressional elections within 120 days of NESARA's announcement. And again, NESARA is, a lot of people call it NESARA JASARA. NESARA means national, and GESARA means global. And from what I understand, they've already eliminated the national version of it. It's only going to be GESARA, the global version of it. The whole world is about to shift. I mean, you can tell it's the end of the old, beginning of the new. It's the end of hell on earth, beginning of heaven on earth. It's God's divine timing. We are blessed to be here at this time. And I know it has felt like hell, but it's not going to be that for much longer. Resumes constitutional laws. Okay, let me see. I think I missed one. Okay. Monitors elections and prevents illegal election activities or of special interest groups. Holy crap, imagine that. Creates new U.S. Treasury currency, rainbow currency, backed by gold, silver, and platinum precious metals. It returns constitutional law to all our courts and legal matters. Very interesting. I've learned some things about that, so feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Initiates new U.S. Treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law. It eliminates the Federal Reserve System, restores financial privacy, restrains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law, ceases all aggressive United States government military actions worldwide. Wow. Establishes peace throughout the world. And peace shouldn't be like this. It should be like this. Anyhow, they've messed with all of our symbols. They've used symbols, and symbols is part of how they're going to go down. And it initiates the first phase of worldwide prosperity distribution of vast wealth, which has been accumulating for many decades. Releases enormous sums of money for humanitarian purposes. Oh my gosh. So you guys, there's so much good to come. And I just want you to remember to have faith and to remain grounded. And I can teach you that if you don't know how. I like to do like intro to meditation and grounding. It's very simple, and we really have a good time with it. Again, I'm not an expert. I just know enough to help people, and I want to because I care. Stay in your peace. Remember that God is within. Remember you are never alone. We are all connected in spirit. We are all one. And the main thing about grounding is getting out of your head. We're mostly like stuck up here all the time. It's very important to come back into our heart. It's very important to put down our roots and connect to Mother Earth and remember that I am safe. I am strong. Breathe deep. Put your roots down further. I am supported. Put your roots down a little bit further. I am stable. Breathe. I am sturdy. And one more breath, seeing those roots go down even deeper. Mother Earth grabs a hold. She's got you. You are safe. You have food. You have drink. You have a place to live, and you have fresh, clean air to breathe. Those roots go down deeper. Mother Earth grabs a hold and says, I've got you. And you express simply, I am. I am God within. God is me and you and the animals and the trees. God is in the air between us. God is all. God is love. Connecting with your heart will keep you, will help you stay grounded and stay out of your head. The worries that you have are mostly created by the television or by your phone, by what they show us. These are movies. Really, in the long run, money's not even going to matter. Money is not even going to matter. So, hi, Ron. Please look back and please share this with people who are losing their mind about the American dollar going down, because it is going to go down soon, and it's going to be the biggest blessing when we break free from the shackles of the Federal Reserve banking system, which is not federal. It is owned by a couple families, evil families, and it is not reserved. There are not reserves to cover it. So it's time for it to go down. It's time for us to be freed. It's time for the Jubilee. We are not far from it. But as you share this with people, you will give them the empowerment and the understanding that the plan this whole time was for us to slowly realize that this is not how we want it, and to awaken and take back our power And thank goodness we have God's soldiers, God's warriors behind the scenes helping to make this happen. Because a lot of us wish we could make it happen, right? We wish we could stand up today and make a change right now in our local government, and we can. But it's a slow process, especially with how many people are brainwashed and programmed to have to continue following what we've always been. We don't have to continue with that. We want new, we create new. So be in a place of peace. Even if things get bumpy and look scary, breathe and connect to Mother Earth and remember, I am. And remember that you are who you've been waiting for. We are who we've been waiting for. And it's time. Share this with your friends and family. I love you and have a wonderful day, you guys. And know that when we break free, new great God's money is coming, and in the future money won't even matter. And I have more information on why that is, so reach out or join us Fridays at 5 at our Bridge to Consciousness wellness workshops. I love you. Have a great weekend.